Hi, I'm Dr. Jamie West with West Functional Chiropractic, and we're talking about exercise and how that plays a role in your health span versus your lifespan. And your health span is how long you're healthy for, and that's an average of about 63 years in the United States. Your lifespan is from birth to death, the time that you're alive, and that's about 79 years. So there's about 16 years in there where you're living, but you're not really healthy. And we're breaking that down. So one reason is because most people don't exercise in their later in life. They're dealing with illness, they're not able to get around. But studies have shown that aging increases whenever lean body mass decreases. So when you start to lose that muscle or you become sarcopenic, though, that's when you age faster. And if you think about two men that are about the same age, say they're 70 years old, one exercises, runs, and lifts weights 5 to 6 days a week. The other one, all the exercise he gets is picking up his changer and changing the TV because he's in his recliner all the time. Which one looks healthier? Well, 100% of the time, it's the one that exercises. He has more definition to his face. There's more lean muscle mass, more tone than the one that sits and doesn't do anything and is very sedentary, a lot of fat mass, a lot of disease, a lot of inflammation. So what does exercise look like? What is it? A healthy routine, a regimen? What should it consist of? Well, first of all, you need to have cardio in there, aerobic exercise. That's what strengthens the heart. The heart's a muscle. So if we're not working that muscle out, what's going to happen? It's going to get weak. It's going to decrease function. That's why we see more heart problems later in life, because it's just the years of sedentary activity that's built up over time. The other part of that is strength training. So again, you need to strengthen, you need to build that muscle, because if you're not, you're going to age faster and you're basically going to deteriorate faster. So when we think about activity, we think about cardio, we think about muscle and building that muscle mass, we have a couple of different other things that come into play. Some people think, well, I can just eat healthy and I'll be fine. Well, there's a couple of problems with that. The first thing is diet's about 70 to 80% of the problem. And the other half is exercise. And you can't exercise your way out of a bad diet. You can't eat enough healthy foods to make yourself, gain muscle mass, where exercise comes in. And there's also something that we call skinny fat. So it's a person that eats healthy and they're thin, but they don't exercise. So you have a lot of visceral fat build up around the organs. They look really good from the outside, but whenever you start looking at visceral fat and measuring that, there's a ton of inflammation and a ton of disease that can start building up on the inside because they're not doing the other half of it, the exercise. So that's why that's so important. Those are things that you need to be adding in 5 to 6 days a week to make sure that you're living longer and that your health span is as long as your lifespan. If this benefited you, click like and share it with someone that needs to hear it.